Okay, so what today we will do? Last day we did plotting now.
Hmm.
Today we will
Plotting, yes,
do
completed.
something called GUI, graphical user interface, designing graphical
Hmm.
user interface. Okay,
Hmm.
so that thing we will do today. And the database part that you are asking
Hmm.
means interfacing with MySQL. We will do it in our next
Okay.
and final class. Okay, so
Okay.
next class is going to
Okay.
be the final class for this session, and
Hmm.
we will do it in the next class. Interfacing with MySQL means see,
Okay.
today we will learn how to design a graphical user interface means just like a form or an application if you want to design. Okay, and
Hmm.
probably in next class using that application we will send data to the server. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
so that will be more significant. Usually
Hmm.
application, what application is application do, application interact with.
It a user and stores the data in the data.
And nowadays since the windows is there, so we have the interface. Okay, interface means what?
Hmm.
Computer is there na? User
Communication medium. Hmm.
in front, user is accessing the processor. Okay, accessing all the
Hmm.
hardwares behind the scene through this
Hmm.
thing, through this thing. So that's why this is called interface. Okay, so this interface can be of
Okay.
two types. Madhurima, user interface is the term. Okay, user interface are of two types: character user interface and graphical user interface. That's why CUI and
And
GUI.
GUI.
Okay, character user interface and graphical user interface. So character user interface was there in earlier days of computing, that old black screen. Okay, uh, even for Linux or Unix platform, CUI is there for many system level applications, but most of the business level application or user level application we have GUI, that means graphical user interface. Okay, so
Hmm.
just like this PowerPoint presentation, you have your mouse pointers, you have your colors, text. Okay, so
Hmm.
these are the components of graphical
GUI.
user interface GUI. Okay, so since Python is a programming language, so using Python we can develop softwares. No, we can develop
Hmm.
softwares, or you can say nowadays softwares are termed as apps or
Hmm.
applications. Okay,
Since. Hmm.
applications. So every
Hmm.
application must have some user interface. Okay,
Hmm.
that interface can be of CUI, can be of GUI. Okay, so
Hmm.
we are talking about GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, so Python, uh, using Python, we will
Hmm.
design a graphical user interface. How we will see in today's session, we will see how to design a graphical user interface using Python. Okay,
Okay.
now see, this graphical user interface is basically for desktop applications. Applications even can be classified into two different things. One is your desktop, which is nowadays almost obsolete. Then another is web-based, right?
Web based. Hmm.
So most of the applications are coming nowadays as web-based applications, just like your
Hmm.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. These are all web-based applications, and
Hmm.
there are a few desktop applications too, just like you are using this PowerPoint
MS
presentation,
Office.
MS Office. Okay, these are all desktop based application. Okay, now if you want to design a desktop based application, then obviously then also you need an user interface. Okay, so
Hmm.
how to develop that user interface using Python? If you are using Python as a programming
Hmm.
language, then you need to design that user interface. Okay, so how to do that? Python have several modules for that. Okay, but means not
Hmm.
Python. Means in Python there are several modules using which you can do that task. Okay, but
Okay.
Tkinter is an inbuilt module that comes
Okay.
along with the language itself. Okay,
Hmm.
Tkinter. Okay, this inter. Basically, TK and inter are two different things. Inter
Terms.
means
Okay.
interface. Okay. So the
Mm.
actual main module is your TK.
Mm-hmm.
So TK Inter is basically that module that comes
Inbuilt
with the
module.
inbuilt module, mm,
Mm.
which we will use today to develop the GUI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that was also in your syllabus. Okay, so let's move into the slide. So what we will do, these are the topics. See, this is a very vast area of
Mm-hmm.
programming, means application development. It's not a very small task. Basically, uh, why you are learning that language? Obviously, to
Okay.
develop an application, right?
Mm.
So this GUI development is the basic part of developing an application. How to design the system, how to interact with the components. Okay, how to deal with the events. Okay,
Mm.
so this is a very large section, but we will do mm, all the things. Not all the things. It's not possible to complete all the things. Okay, so we will do your basic things which will give you the idea how to develop a GUI, and later
Mm.
it depends on you. How, if you explore on the basis of this knowledge, then obviously you will get more out of it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so first is will be an introduction. After that, we will see from here. Okay, see window creation. Window means the main container
Mm.
where all the components will be there. So window creation will be there. Then widgets are there. Widgets. What are widgets? Everything inside the container will be called as a widget. Okay.
Okay.
You have an idea what actually GUI looks like. It's just
Mm.
like any other application that you face on your desktop. Okay, that is a GUI
Mm.
based application. Okay, not in
Yes.
desktop, even in web platform, whatever components you see, those are all based on GUI.
Mm.
So every component in it are termed in Tkinter as widget. Okay, so we will use
Mm.
different widgets. Just like tell me some of the components from GUI, if any one of you knows.
That clock.
Clock, GUI
Uh,
component. It's just like text box. Okay, that old
mm.
buttons, that
Start button.
start button,
Taskbar.
text bar.
Uh,
Okay, menu bar.
icons.
This
Icons.
checkbox. Okay,
Pop-up menus.
these are all
Dialog box.
GUI components. Okay, and those components are termed as widgets here. Okay,
Okay.
so there will be a simple hello world program using the widgets, or using the window creation. We'll see few important concept. TK into geometry is something there. Frame button, check button means checkbox, and there are many lots of things. I did not include everything here, and certainly we will not be able to complete every component from the TK Inter. Okay, but
Mm.
we will show you how you can explore yourself. Okay,
Okay.
and at end we will create a simple adder. If it
Simple
is,
adder.
if it is possible, then I will show you also code. Okay,
Mm.
uh, which will give you a interface of an application. Okay, maybe a employee data entry form. Okay, or a
Okay.
student data entry, student registration form that we can build in front of you. Okay,
Okay.
if time permits. Okay, let's go inside. What happened to this one? Introduction to GUI programming. ये ओवरलैप हो गया किसी वजह से इंट्रोडक्शन टू एनीवे आई विल change it. Introduction to GUI programming was there, and
Mm.
till now, whatever I have told you, those have been written over here. Okay, so TK
Okay.
Inter, in this presentation, we will use TK Inter as we know that there are many modules available in Python using which we can do the GUI programming. But we will use here Tkinter. Okay.
Okay.
Event driven programming. That is a term that you should know. Event driven programming. Now, what is event driven programming? Event driven programming is special type of programming. Okay, which nowadays we are very much familiar with event driven programming because everything is event driven programming in Windows platform. Okay, as you see here, this screen remains there in its own state now till
Yes.
we move this mouse pointer. Okay, now when you move the
Mm.
mouse, this little icon is moving accordingly, right? So this is not happening automatically. Okay, a program is there behind the scene. There is a program which actually doing all these
Mm-hmm.
things. So what that program is actually doing, that program is sensing the mouse. Okay, it is sensing in such a way that it is calculating in which direction the user is moving the mouse, and according to that it is plotting this small pen image on the screen. Okay,
Okay.
so when I am not moving the mouse, then this icon remains there in that particular position, na? So there is
Position.
no
Yes.
event, so there is no,
No event. Mm.
since there is no event. Even what is event? If I move the mouse, then that is an event. If I click the mouse, then that
Event.
is an event. If I hit enter or press any key, that
That's
is an
an
event. So event is something like that. Okay, so if there is no event, then there is no work. Okay,
mm.
so event driven programming is that kind of programming. If there is an event from user end,
Event.
then there
Mm-hmm.
will be a program. And what
Some
program will be,
action taken
some
place.
action will be taking place. Okay, and that action
Mm-hmm.
is called event handling action. Okay,
Okay.
that action is called event handling action.
Event.
Okay, so what is event and what is event handling? I hope you get an idea. That is called event
Okay.
handling. Okay, event handling.
Mm.
So GUI development, obviously, it is a event-driven programming because you have to click on the button. So clicking on a button is an
Mm.
event. Okay, you have to move your mouse over a particular component. So you are moving the mouse.
Mm.
That is an event. Okay, the similar thing we have
Yes.
found in your AWT class also.
Mm.
Okay, see, there are some other modules available in Python uh, industry using which GUI development is possible.
Mm.
One is obviously Tkinter that we will see here. Others are like
Mm.
WX Python, QB, PyQt, and
Mm-hmm.
there are many
Thank
more.
you.
Okay. Now TK Inter. What is TK Inter? TK Inter is basically is a package. Now, what is a package?
Inbuilt model
You probably you have
collection.
heard the term that is package, and module. So, what is the difference between a package and a module? Module is
Model is collection
basically
of packages.
no. Module is a single
Reversal.
Python file.
Okay.
Okay, which contains
Okay.
many utility functions and classes, etc. So, module is a single file, single Python file. Okay, package is a collection of multiple Python files, or you can say modules. Package is a collection. Got it? So, a module in Python is a single file which obviously have some utility functions, classes, etc. But a package is a collection of modules, single module and multiple module. So specially, it is a folder that holds multiple files, each of which is a module in Python. Got it? So TK Inter
Okay.
is basically a package. Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that is TK Inter. See here,
Yes.
TK interface.
Package.
This
Mm.
inter comes from this interface
Okay.
word. Okay.
Yes.
So it is it comes under standard Python library. So you do not have to, just like in our previous class in plotting, we have to install that matplotlib or pyplot or numpy. But here you do not have to install anything because tkinter is already there. Okay. So
Inbuilt.
how can we? Yeah, it is inbuilt. How can we start getting started with the tkinter app? Okay. First of all, you have to import the module. Then you have to create a main window. You can say that is a container, and add required number of widgets into the window, and apply event trigger on the widgets. Apply event trigger means when you are adding some widgets into that container or window. Okay, you will expect some event to be occurred from the user, na? Say you given a
Mm.
button, so you are expecting that some user will click on that button. So what you will do, what your application will do when the button has been clicked? So that is the handling of event. Okay, apply the event trigger on the widget. Okay, so these things you have to do. Okay, we will see soon. Acha. Now here how to
Mm.
create a window. Okay,
Mm.
just a minute. See here, if you want to create an application in window platform, means window means not windows operating system. Okay, means GUI application. Okay,
Mm.
so what you will need, basically you need a first container like this, that can be termed as window. Okay, that can be termed as
Okay.
window. Okay, so inside this will actually hold everything for your application. Okay, probably you will have a
Mm.
cross button here. If you press the cross button, the application will be shut down, just like that. Okay, so that is the main window. So first you have to create that window, and inside that you can put some bare components like that, some text box, some buttons, or you can have another frame. Inside that frame you can put some components. You can even have some nested frames architecture. Say this is a frame, inside that you are having another frame, and inside that frame you are having some components. Got it?
Yes.
So initially, to build the application, what you first need, you need to create a window. Okay. So after
Mm.
creating window, you have to add the other widgets into it. Okay. So that's why it is giving that window creation. Window creation. First window creation. So what is the syntax of creating a window in tkinter? See, this is the syntax. Tk is the constructor.
Mhm.
Tk is the class basically
Mhm.
inside this module.
Mhm.
So this is the constructor, you can say. Okay. So if you just write tk, then a window will be created. I will show you right now.
Mhm.
Okay, that is
Okay.
enough. But these
Mm.
options you can already give there, means these options you can give. These are the arguments. Okay, these are named argument.
Mhm.
Okay, there are different purposes of this argument. Okay,
Mhm.
so by using this tk function, but by using this tk call, okay, we can create an object.
Mm.
So what are the functionality of these options that has been gathered here? Okay, so I
Mm.
have prepared this ppt uh, from different sites over the net, and from my own knowledge, and
Mm.
from the experimental part. mostly done by me. These things are done by me. Okay, so I
Okay.
have run every this code and get the output and then copy it here. Okay, this skin
Okay.
is copied from the net from some site maybe, and the sites. Okay, so we are just moving into the editor. The sites recommended for learning, you can go with say GUI, so Python Tkinter. Okay, see here. This is the main site from where I usually collect the contents. Okay,
Mhm.
you can explore this site. This is a site
Mhm.
from Python itself,
Python. Mhm.
and a few more, one or two images may be taken from Geeks
X.
Java Point. Okay, I found this site contents are good and matches with your
Yeah.
PPTs, you know. So that's why I
Yes.
took a bit of things from this site. Okay, too. Sorry, and that's all. And from my, I have a few books over Python, so there I took some contents from that thing also. Anyway, okay,
Okay.
just leave it and now go to the editor. So we can
Mm.
go VS Code today because
Okay.
that will be helpful. We need that dot
Okay.
operator. Okay, when you press the dot, you will get the
It
options.
will
Okay, you will
options.
get it in
Mm.
ideally too, but
Mm.
VS Code will give you more flexible way of doing things.
Interaction.
So just let me add the today's folder. Today is 3. Add it here. Fine. Let's see. Creating uh, 1.py.
Okay.
So what you first do? What is the first step?
Python. That
Yeah, the first step is
creating a
importing.
window.
No, first step is importing.
Both.
Na? Import.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Import is one problem of these editors.
TK Inter. Right? Oh, TK Inter.
Import, they understand too much. Okay, before you write anything, they are
It will give
start giving.
start giving
Yeah,
suggestion.
import tk inter. Okay,
Mm.
there are many ways how you can do this thing. I am just showing it to you.
Mm.
Import tk inter. Now here, what you have to do, you have to create a window. Okay, so
Mm.
just give any name to it. Say I am giving
Mm.
root, or you can give window is equal to tk inter dot tk, and that's all. This is much you need.
Okay. Oh.
Just save it and run.
Mm.
What is it saying? Why it is not giving? Window dot main loop. See here. This is the window. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, nice.
See?
It's created even with all control button.
Yeah, those are the basic things that you are already you will be provided with. Okay, and this is the framework is actually
Mm-hmm.
doing. Okay, close it.
Mm-hmm.
What is main loop is actually doing? Main loop is creating an infinite loop. Okay, see, you can follow here. So if you start this thing, see here, look this section. Okay,
Mm.
the program is running, that's why the command prompt is not appearing. Okay, so it is an
Okay.
infinite loop till the program, till the application is not shut down. This loop will continue. If you cross this,
Close
this
this.
application will be closed and then you will get the prompt again. Okay, see here.
Okay.
Okay, but if you run in ideally, say ideally, say import tkinter, then window equal to tkinter dot pk.
Dot pk.
See here,
Window dot main loop. Mm.
it appears. You do not need that main loop here. Okay. Anyway, but main loop is
Okay.
necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Main loop is necessary because without main loop, the page will not be refreshed. Okay. So main loop is always be there. So this will be the syntax. This will be our syntax. So here there
Okay.
will be widgets. Whatever components you need for this application that you have to put over here.
Will
You
be.
got it?
Okay.
So this is the basic
Mm.
structure. Okay.
Okay.
Now what I will do here. These small things can be done in many ways. So in some sites it is done in this way. In some other site, the same thing did in different way. So I'm just save as this file and showing you import tkinter. What you can do as, see, if you write like that import tkinter, then for every operation you have to call the tkinter like that, tkinter dot something,
Mm.
tkinter dot something. Okay,
Okay.
so to get rid of that thing, so what you can do, from
As.
tkinter import star, means you are telling that from tkinter package. What is tkinter? Tkinter is a package. Okay, so from
Package.
tkinter package import everything. Okay,
Okay.
got it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, then you do not need this tkinter. Then you do not need this tkinter. You just can write like that, window equal to this
Okay.
one. Okay, so inside tk, if you give class name, say my window, you can give one parameter, you can give any parameter. But if you give this one, then what will happen? See here, this will appear in the title bar.
Mm.
You got it?
Okay.
My
Mm-hmm.
window. Okay,
My window.
but it is not a good practice to give here if you want to
Mm-hmm.
give the title name. Okay, so if you want to give title name, then you
Mm-hmm.
can give it here window dot title. Inside that you give
Title.
my window.
The name.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So just run it and you will get this one. Got it? My window. So
Yes.
this is basically the window. This is basically window. Okay. If you follow here, see this one. Okay.
Mm.
TK inter class name my window. Simple window, window with title name. So this is the window. And
Mm.
if you run the command
Okay.
in Windows operating system, you will get this one. In Mac, you will get this one. In
Mm.
Linux, you will get this one, Ubuntu. Okay.
Mm.
So the same thing, the same command will give you different windows. It's not different. It is
Different type of
different types of window in different operating system.
interfaces little bit.
Okay. Got it. So this is
Mm.
how you can create window. Okay. After that, you are having the widgets. Different widgets are there. This
Okay.
table fonts have been changed. This table, I have copied this table from that website. Okay, and you will find this table in your PPT too. Maybe I saw that kind of table is already there. Okay, so these are the what you are getting here. See here, there is button, right? There is button. There is canvas, story, entry. By you entry, you can take input from user. Okay, text box. This is basically a text box. Check button means check box, right? This is the checkbox. You remember checkbox. Entry is simple text box, single line text box. Okay, only one line you can enter it. Frame. I told you, if you want to group some components inside the window, then you have to use the frame. I will show you. Then you have label. If you want to give some label, some notes in your window, then you have to give this level. I will again show it to you. List box, you know what is list box. Menu button is there. Then message, radio button, you know what is radio button. So this is radio button. Okay. Scale, scroll bar, text, multi-line. For multi-line input, you can take text. Spin box, I will show you what is spin box. Spin box is basically give you a drop down list, something like that, numerical value. It will give you range, say from 1 to 10. So it will give you 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So for that purpose spin box is used. Then level frame and message box. Okay, so these are all the widgets, common widgets that you can add to
Okay.
design your front end. Okay. A
Okay.
hello world program, simple. I will show you right now. Okay, important concept, we will come later into it. Okay. Okay, so just modify this thing. So from Tkinter import star, this is one syntax through which you can do the same thing. Okay, let's add a label here.
Okay.
Say L1 equal to label, level. Okay, now what is a level? Level is anything. See here, this is a level. Okay, just see here, this is a level. You can say this is a level. Okay, here this three is floating over this icon. You can say this is a level. Okay, these are all called level. This is also a GUI interface. Okay, so how to create a level? This is the syntax level. Inside level, what you have to do, you have to pass window. Okay, now I am telling you the logic. There is a logic. Just clearly understand this. Suppose you are going to design a application. Okay, so your application main window will be this. So this is your main window. Got it?
Okay. Mm. Mm.
This is your main window. Inside that
Mm.
window, you are going to have something called level. Okay, so this level
Okay.
will be there inside this window, na? So that's why when
Yes.
you are going to create this level, you have to specify under
Specify
which
the window.
component you have to add this. Okay, you have to add this.
Mm.
So that's why I am writing that level within bracket window. That means this level I want to put it inside this window. Which window? This window.
Window.
Okay.
Mm.
Suppose now inside this window you have a frame. Now you want to put a
Mm.
level, say this
For the
is
frame.
frame. Okay. You want to
Mm.
put this level inside this frame. So in when you are creating this level, you have to specify the frame name.
Frame.
Now,
Mm.
when you are specifying that this frame is going to come under this window, so when you are creating this frame, you have to specify that it will come under window. You got it? So
Yes, I
this is
got
the
it.
nesting, right?
Mm. Yes, yes, it is nested.
Okay. In this way, it will go on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So L1 equal to level. So level is basically a class for which the constructor
Okay.
is been called here. Okay. So it will create an instance
Mm.
of that class. Got it? So that instance
Mm.
will be treated as a level. Now, if you want
Okay.
to show, see here when you write this line, this level instance has already been created and it is coming under this window.
Mm.
That is fine.
Window.
But still the level will not be displayed. Why? Because there
Mm-hmm.
is something. To display the thing, you have to write, you have to call the function pack. There are three functions: pack, create,
Okay.
and place. Okay, I will tell you later.
Okay.
But initially, you just remember that to display that particular
Mm.
component, you have to call pack. Okay, either pack
Okay.
or grid or place. I will tell you.
Okay.
So now just run it, save it, and run it. There is a level, but unfortunately, you are not able to see that level. Okay, because
Okay.
we did not mention what to print inside that level. Okay. So to
Okay. It is
mention
empty.
that, you have to provide an attribute with value. This is uh, double, right? Now we can see it. Stop the code and run. See here. You're able to see this is the level.
Mm. Yes, yes. It is coming.
Now, if you want to create another level, say just I copy this thing. So this is level 2. This
You
is
can change the text.
another level. So
Mm.
2.
L2 dot pack.
L2. Okay. Save it and run it. So you are getting two levels. Okay. Now there are
Mm.
lots of things I have to tell you about the positioning of these levels, but initially you just see how to add a component to the window.
Create a label and
Okay.
mm. Mm.
So this is the way you need. Whenever you need some widgets, you can write it over here.
Add it.
You got it?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So this is the Hello World program. So this was the Hello World program.
Mm.
Okay, it is showing also a command over here. Okay, now what that command is actually doing, you have to create a button over there. Okay, just currently I am skipping that
Mm.
thing. I will come later to
Mm.
it. Okay, some important concept over
Okay.
for TK. Just a minute.
Okay.
হ্যালো, মধুরিমা বুঝতে পারছো?
হ্যাঁ।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Okay, fine. Okay, now here are some important TK concept. Means although I have already told this thing, I think. See here still, what is an widget? Okay, what is a widget
We have
hierarchy?
discussed.
Okay, now widget, widget hierarchy means
Hmm.
that thing that one widget will come
Frame
inside another widget,
insightly.
right? So that is called a widget hierarchy. Okay, configuration option, you can have configuration for each and every widget. Okay, there are some techniques through which you can configure a group of widget all together right at a time. Means using a for loop,
Okay.
you can configure all the widgets for a certain group inside your
Mm-hmm.
application. Okay, geometry management is one important thing that I will discuss later. Geometry management means
Mm-hmm.
the positioning of the component inside
Okay.
the window. Okay, so
Like
how to
alignment.
position it. Okay. Then event loop is that main loop, means the user interaction, whatever
Mm.
user will do with the components. Okay, that can be trapped, and you have to define a function for each and every event. Okay, and you have to call that function
Mm-hmm.
separately. We will see it. So these are the things that conceptually you have to know all these things. Anyway,
Okay.
next, see, this is the geometry. Tkinter geometry means how to position a particular component inside your application. Okay, because uh, to make a design looking good is
Mm-hmm.
an important factor in application development,
Mm.
because user is going to like your design. Okay, then only user will use your application, na?
Application.
If your
Mm.
design is not user friendly, then obviously the user will not like your application. Okay,
Mm.
so to design the GUI application in Tkinter, we have three options: pack, grid, and place. Now what pack is actually
Mm.
doing, this is the basic and simplest operation among all these things. Okay,
Mm.
uh, what is grid and what is place? So first I am telling you what is grid. Inside a grid concept, you can think the whole window just like this, a cell. You can resemble
Okay.
a Excel
Excel
page.
worksheet.
So this is
Mm.
your 00, this is your 01, 02. So this is your 0th row, this is your 0th column. Okay, so for each and every component you have to specify the rows and column name, the rows and column indexes separately for grid. Okay, so if you specify that there is a level you have to place here, so you have to specify the row and column index with that particular component. So that is the grid. That is grid.
Mm.
Now, what
Mm.
is place? Place is place takes the whole screen as pixels. Okay, these are x pixels
Okay.
and y
Mm-hmm. Y
pixels.
pixel.
So you have to specify in terms of pixels. Okay, x pixel and y pixel, x component and y component. So there that component will be placed. So that is your place. Grid you understand. Pack is simply it will take the whole window just like that. It is a north part, it is a south part, it is what is east, no? And it is west, something like that. Top, bottom, left, right. In this way, pack things the screen. You got it?
Yes.
See here. So first we have the pack option. Okay. So this is the
Mm.
syntax of pack. So respective widget. Suppose you have a level L1. Okay. So L1 dot pack. Inside that you have to provide the options. Now what are the options? These are the options. These options can be used here. Okay. If you
Mm-hmm.
give expand, okay, the values 0 or 1. So the this component will be shown in a particular way. Okay, if you give fill, okay, so that component will be placed in a particular way, just like that. Just like side, if you give side equal to left, so this component will be put here, here
Left side.
in left side.
Mm.
If you give bottom, so it will go here in this way.
Down. End
Got
of
it?
the page. Mm.
See here,
Mm.
this one, L1.pack
Mm.
fill x and side button. So
Mm.
since you give side equal to button, so it is coming
Mm.
here.
Bottom.
It is the button
It is
section.
coming in the.
And since you give fill
Mm.
equal to x, so it will fill in the x direction.
Mm.
Mouse is not working properly. So it is filling the total panel in x direction. You got it?
Yes, I got it.
See here, the same thing, just you
Mm.
give side equal to top, so the thing is coming here. Okay?
You can
So
tell the text means horizontally, right?
which one? Fill equal to x.
X.
So
Means horizontally it will fill.
horizontally it will fill
Okay.
the total line. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So it was the pack. It was the pack.
Mm.
Okay. Now coming to the grid. Okay. In Java, the similar things was there.
Mm.
Means this positioning. Okay. There is layout designing.
Mm. Okay.
So what is grid? Grid usually thinks the skin in this way. Say 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the indexes, and these are the
Mm.
row indices, and these are the column indices. Okay.
Column
So
indices.
in
Mm.
grid geometry, how you need to specify? You need to specify the row and column. Okay, in this way.
Mm.
So this is the syntax for grid respective widget. Say L1 dot
Mm.
grid. Okay, then you have to provide the options. What are the
Mm.
options you can give? So these are the options. Main options are here:
Mm.
column and row. You need to give. This will be small c. This will be small r. Okay. So row and column you have to give. Okay. Remember the
Okay.
name column,
Mm.
column column. Okay. Now
Mm.
these are some other a pad x, pad y. Padding means
Mm.
padding means this area. This section is padding.
Mm.
Okay. So pad x, pad y means x direction padding and y direction padding. Okay. Row
Mm.
span. If you want to span multiple rows through, okay, then you have to give
Mm.
row span. Then there is sticky northeast. See here, northeast, west, south. Okay, so it will fill entire from north to say if you give
Mm.
NE from north to east, it will fill the
Till
entire
the.
area.
Mhm.
See here, Tkinter level Python. Okay, column. Okay, just I want to go to the VS Code. So time to
Mm.
show something. Okay, I'm just creating another file. So three,
See.
and here you find that this is the widget section. We have two widgets, now.
Mm.
So we are just if you the pack see site is equal to what we can give. Say this one is bottom button, and if we give it stop, so what it look like?
Side equal to top, no?
Side equal to top, right? Side equal to top. You have to give in this way. Name parameters. See,
Mm.
this is level is going bottom, and this is another
Mm.
level. This is going top. Okay.
Mm.
If you give left, so it will come left in this way. So this is the simplest way of adding the things. Pack is the simplest way. Okay.
Will it print horizontally or
It will print horizontally. Now, obviously, you are finding that it is not the most convenient way of showing the things. So we move to
mm,
okay. One more thing I
great.
would like to show you, that is, you can, since this is an object, na, this is object-oriented
Mm,
programming level. When you create an instance, so L1 is become instance, so level
of
this
label.
becomes an instance, so you can directly call this function after this dot with this function. You do not even have to write like in a separate line. Okay,
Mm, mm,
so here also, so back dot, and that's all. Just run it. See, okay, this one and this one. Got it.
mm,
But we will prefer going in that way separately. Maybe somewhere you will find this thing. I saw it. That's why I told
okay.
you right now. Okay, so what we
Mm-hmm.
will use next? Grid. Grid we have to know. Means
X and Y.
inside grid we have to give, okay, first of all, let me tell you that if you do not give anything in parameter,
Mm,
okay, you do not give anything, then also you these things will be visible with the default location, no?
0, 0, 0,
With the default location. See, this is 0, 0, 0, and what is this? Means if you row is 0, column is 0 for the first one. For the second one is row is 2, row is 1, column is 0. Okay.
0.
See here.
So row is taking by default automatically in incremental
So
order.
row, you can give row as a first argument, or you can give column as a first argument. This you up to you. COLUMN,
Mm,
not COLOM. 0,
mm,
0, and this will be your row. Say I am giving column here, column is equal to 0, and row is equal to 1.
1.
Fine. Okay.
Mm,
Save and run. See the same thing you are getting, same thing
mm,
you are getting. Now we will change. Okay, what change? Suppose we want to mm, acha, first let me do one more thing. Suppose we want to change the color of this label. How can we do that? Say BACK background is equal to, say I am giving yellow. Okay, so for this one I am giving background is equal to, say, green. Okay, and we can also use some foreground. FG. FG is for foreground. We can write foreground or we can write FG. Anything is possible.
okay.
So for green,
Mm-hmm.
I am giving foreground as white. Foreground means the font color, right? And
Mm,
here for foreground, I am giving, since it is yellow, I am giving, say, blue or red. Right.
mm, mm.
So first, let me show you how it looks like. It looks like this. Look like this. Madhurima, are you getting? So these are the levels. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Now we want to position the levels side by side. So what you have to do? You have to change the row.
Row.
You have to change the row, no?
No, column should be changed.
No. Ah, sorry. Row and column both should be changed. है
Mm.
ना?
No, row we can keep it constant. Na same row, zeroth row we can make it. one column and second
Oh, I am
column.
thinking in terms of these values. Okay. So it is
Okay.
better that we create another level, right?
Okay.
So let it be 3. Hello, Python. So it is green. So what will be the row and column value? So we can write row first. Row will be your 0
Mm.
and column will be your
One. Zero or one.
1. It will be 1.
Mm.
Got it?
Mm.
So these two levels will appear side by side. Na? Hello Python and this is a level. So let's check it out. We what we did. This is another level. Where is Hello Python? Row
It is
1.
in level 3. Stack is not grid or
No, no,
grid is
no.
given
We
into
did
that.
not make it as 3.
L3 label did not change.
Now it will appear. Okay. Restart. See here. Got it.
Mm.
Is it okay? So
Mm.
this is level. Hello Python is just beside. Okay. So this is the grid. Okay. Okay. Now, mm, suppose I want to show you one more thing because we have to know. Suppose I am giving 1 1. Why I am giving this? Because I want to make all the things in the same length. 2 2 3 3. Okay. See L2 dot grade. Inside that row is equal to 0 and column is equal to 1.
One.
See here, row 0, column 0, row 0, column 1.
One.
So
Okay.
these two things will appear side by side. We know that.
Mm.
See, okay. Now, what we will do? We will do some more. So this is 3. Now tell me, if I put a column here, say 5, and if I see here how it is, and
Column.
if I put say 10 column,
Mm.
the values need to be changed. Say this is 3 and this is 4. Then what
Four.
will 4 4
Mm.
similar. Then what will happen?
It may it will take the
A
span
row
from
is equal to
1 to
0.
4.
Row is 0. So the all the
Everything will be
levels
there
will
in
appear
single
in
line.
the same
Single line.
row, single row. That is the zeroth row. Okay.
Mm.
And what will be the position of these values?
Zero column. Zeroth column will be L11. First column will be 2 2. First and second will be occupied by 2 2. Then 3 4 5 will be, no. 1 to 4 will be occupied by
Column
hmm,
C here. Column
3
0,
3.
column 1, column 5, column 10.
Uh,
Okay.
1
So
to 5 will be occupied by 3 3.
1 to 5
1
will
to
be
4.
occupied by 3 3. No. Why?
1 to 4.
We have not used the row span or column span. Okay. See here, what I was expecting,
Blank it will come.
yeah, we are expecting that some blank will take place between these 2 2 and 3 3 na? Because 2 2 is
Hmm.
placed at column what, column 1, and 3
One.
3 is been placed at column 5. So there between 2 3 and 4 columns should be
Yes.
empty over there.
Blank.
No, that is not happening.
Hmm.
Okay, that is not happening. But then
Hmm.
you can tell me, okay, then 3 3 is placed in third column probably, na?
Hmm.
As it is appearing here. That 4 4 is placed at fourth column, right?
Hmm.
But no, sorry. Those elements have been put in their respective columns that you have been specified. Since you do
Hmm.
not have any content in
Hmm.
between
To be
columns,
displayed.
so it is been
Hmm.
attached. They stick together.
Uh,
Okay.
hmm.
So
Okay.
how to depart them? How to make a gap between them? Okay. Or when they will depart from each other? See,
When they get
suppose
extended.
here I am
Hmm.
making another level. Say it is your 5 5, and the background I am giving is blue, and it will be your, say, yellow, or say, but say yellow. Okay, foreground is yellow. Now, see here, any unused column, specify any unused column. I want to put that between 3 3 and 4 4. So 5 to 10, there are 6 7 8 9. These are the unused column.
Hmm.
So I am
Hmm.
giving 8 here. Look what happened. 8.
Hmm.
So
It will appear in between
it will appear
10
in
and
between. This
5 and
4
8.
4,
Hmm.
this 4 4 will be shifted. Okay.
Hmm.
See here how it look like. So 4 4 is giving space. As
Hmm.
4 4 is been supposed to go to the 10th column, so it will go. But uh, since
Content
there
is
is
not there.
no content for the columns after 5, so 6 7 8 9, there is no content, so that's why it stick together. Okay, but whenever the component is available with the respective column number, it must move to its own position. You got it?
Hmm.
So now if you want to make a space, a small little space between that, so logically how can you do that thing? You can do that thing
Zero.
easily.
Some number.
No, biologically means, so this is why I am using 3. This should not be 3, na? This should be 5.
Hmm. 5 is been taken on. Ah, 4, 5,
4, 5. So this will be 6.
6.
6.
Hmm.
So here, just delete the thing, okay, make some space and
Hmm.
put it
Empty space.
into the,
Column number.
okay. So 8 is occupied by 5 5, 9 is space, and 10 is your 4 4. So you will see some space between 4 4 and 5 5. Got it?
Hmm. Yes, yes.
Are you able to find any space between 4 4 and 5 5?
Hmm. Blue color is more.
Blue. No? So if you
Blue is, I think.
increase this thing, so what will happen? So there you are taking the spaces. Okay.
Hmm.
Since we have the background color, we are getting that color here.
The
Okay.
content.
But
Hmm.
if you remove the color, say white, foreground remain like there. So what you will get? You will get a space. So logically we make the thing happen. You got it?
Hmm. Hmm.
So this is the grid. Okay, in this
Okay.
way you can put any component at any place inside the window,
Mm.
respective window. Okay, fine.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so coming to the next point, that is your place. Place is something
Mm-hmm.
just like putting x and y component together.
Pixels.
But the time is 9:42.
Ah.
Very problem. Uh, just a minute.
Okay.
Get it off. Get it. Get it off. Okay, so next one is your geometry. I have a place. See here in
Mm.
place, you have to specify the x and y component. Na? You have to specify the
Mm.
x equal to 10 and y is equal to 10. So at x pixel position and y pixel position, these components will be placed. Okay, see here,
Mm.
there is a maze. Okay, so you are
Mm.
specifying that x equal to 0, y is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, and y is equal to 3. So it has been overlapped. Okay, so
Mm.
pixels are very tiny space. Okay,
Mm.
so that's how you can use the place. Okay, next you have some frames. See here, you can use some frames. Okay,
Mm.
so T frame
Class.
frame is a class again. So here it
Mm.
is specifying that tkinter dot frame because we have
Mm.
imported tkinter, not that
Mm.
pattern. Okay,
Star.
okay.
Mm.
So tkinter dot frame, you have to specify the parent window, and you can give some borders and colors. Okay.
Mm.
Now this F2 is the frame, right? This F2 frame
Mm.
is packed inside the root at side right. That's why this green is appeared at right. You got it? You
Mm.
just go
Mm.
through the slide and just type these things in your prompt. Okay.
Ideally, or
Ideally,
VS
you will
Code.
get this
Okay.
out. Okay. So this was your frame. And next, button. Button is important. Okay. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming here. Button means you have to display the button, at the same time you have to make an arrangement so that something will happen when you click on the button. Okay, so how
Mm.
to do that? That is an important factor. Okay, so I have
Mm-hmm.
specified here how to implement the thing. See here, when you click that button, this message box will appear. Okay, now this message box is appeared by using this function message box
Mm.
dot show info. Okay, so to
Mm.
implement this message box, you need to import another module from tkinter. This one from
Mm.
tkinter import message box. You got it?
Mm.
See here,
Yes.
this is a
If
function.
star is there, we need not to call separately, I think, na?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, see here, this is a function. Okay, so for
Mm.
event handling, you have to define a function for each and every event. Okay. So what is our aim?
Mm.
Our aim is whenever user click on this button, this function will be called.
It should
Okay. Now how to incorporate that thing?
action
See here, button constructor. Inside that button, as usual, you can give root. You should give root.
row.
This is the text
Mm.
caption. Okay, and this is the important fact.
Mm.
Command. Okay. So
Mm.
command is one argument, one option in which you have to provide the function name. That function will be called
Okay.
whenever you click on that button. You got it?
Okay.
Is it okay?
There is no parameter here for function.
Parameter, you can pass parameter, but
Means
you cannot.
parenthesis.
you
You
cannot
can
directly pass the
miss.
parameter from here. For that you have to use the lambda. I will show you, but I think today will not be possible to complete the whole slide, na?
Uh,
So maybe next day, initially we will do the other part, then we will
Button.
connect the SQL command.
Mm,
Okay, see
okay.
here I am adding a button. Say B is equal to BUTT button. Inside that button,
Button.
where you have to place the
Window.
button in window. Okay,
Window.
and the text.
Mm,
Text is the
text is
caption
equal
part
to
for each and every component. Say click
give me.
or submit,
Mm,
whatever. Then you have to give a command.
command
Okay, in command name,
equal
in
to
command argument, you have to provide the name of the function
run
that you want to
function.
call whenever the
Mm,
button is clicked. Okay, and
mm,
remember that you write the function name not in string format. You have to write this name. This is the reference to the function.
mm,
Okay, so now define a
mm,
function def1.
mm.
Inside the function, what you can do anything. Say
Message.
I am just writing common things. Hello. Okay, this will print the hello here in uh, this area, not in the GUI. Okay, now here you add this b dot read, say row equal to
Yes.
3 and column
Column.
is equal to 0. Okay,
Mm,
so I give 3 in row because row 0 is occupied. Okay, there is no row 1, there is
mm.
no row 2. So where we expect this button to appear? Tell me. The
Below that
third row?
text. Mm,
No. See here it will appear in the just below the other elements. See here just below the other element. It is there in third
because
element.
two
See,
is
2 and 1 and 2 are
but it is
not
sticky.
there.
Ah.
So it stick to that
Mm,
area. Okay.
mm,
Now look here what it will do. If we click this button, see here hello is been printed. So from this you can guess how to trap what is an event. So when you do not click,
mm,
it is not happening anything. Okay, it is not happening anything.
mm,
Now if you raise an event just by clicking
mm,
on the button, so this function has been
mm.
called. Okay, so two things I would like to
Okay.
mention here. First, you have to define the function
Function for
just
the
before
event.
just before the button has been declared, because see
Mm,
here it is giving an error na?
yes.
So it is an interpreter, so line by line interpretation will be done. So
Mm.
this line will appear fast. So
Called.
when this line is
Mm,
appear, this fun has getting no reference. That's why you have to put these functions before
definition
the
before
button.
calling.
Okay, and one more thing, if you make it as a string, so this
It
function
will
will not
become
be
constant name.
because
Because
by
it's
passing this what you are passing, actually you are passing the reference to this function. Now here this is a simple string, so this function will not be fired. Okay,
mm,
so these are the two things you need to remember. So this is the way how you can use uh, a button.
button.
Now if you say what happened, expected indent and block. Okay, so what happened if I create a level here, say L
L7.
L dot grid.
Mm,
I am oh L dot just removing all this.
mm,
So we are expecting that whenever this button is clicked, a new level
mm,
will be created and it will be packed to the
mm.
window.
Called. Mm,
Got it?
mm.
Let's see
Command function name might be same, no? Changed.
which one.
Function name. Function name fun only. You
Function
have
name is
changed,
fun.
no?
I have changed that
Mm.
function body. Na?
Okay. I did not see. Sorry.
Cannot use geometry manager back inside. Okay. So I'm just commenting these
Mm,
levels.
mm,
These levels.
mm,
I just use this spec. Okay. The
mm,
spec and grid are not compatible.
mm,
What it is telling? Okay. Cannot geometry manager inside. Okay, fine. We will use this thing as grid. Back. Or restart this application. See here.
mm,
Okay. So what I am trying to display here that we are getting a button, we are trapping the click event for that button, and inside that click event
mm.
what we are doing, we are generating dynamic component. Okay,
Text message.
since we can
Mm,
we are generating here one label, we can generate anything over here. Okay, so
mm,
in this way you have to arrange all these things together. Okay, next day maybe
mm.
I will show you a complete design of a user entry form. Okay, let's go to
Okay.
the presentation again. See here. So this is the button section we have completed up to this. Next
Mm,
we have to show something called check button. How to
mm,
incorporate this check button? There is some tricks for that. It's not so simple.
mhm,
Okay, then the main part will be there to take input. Entry is the widget which we will use to take input from user. Okay, and how to
okay.
take that input, see here. These are the way how you can take input. Okay, when you click this submit
Mhm,
button, we will send this data, we will send this data to the database.
mm,
Okay,
mhm,
after doing the interfacing with the MySQL, we will create a MySQL database table. So when we
mhm.
click that submit button, the data will be sent to the MySQL database. Okay, so this
Okay.
is simple addition of these values. Okay, okay,
Mhm,
not many things, only a complete uh, creation of an application is left. We will do it in the next day. Just tell me if
okay.
there is any doubt for today, whatever we have completed so far.
No, it's all clear. Like.
Okay, so what I will do, I will pass this PPT to you. Okay, just you go through this PPT,
Mm,
and then
okay.
next day it will be easier for us to start it.
Continue.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Madhurima, want to tell anything?
No, sir.
Okay, so Sunday is going to be our last session. Okay,
Okay.
and we will do
Okay,
the
sir.
database part and the remaining part of today's GUI.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, fine. Thank you. Then stop the recording first.